Guys, Cardfight Junkie here at a local shop in Westminster. About to bring you a deck profile of the Nectar Arboros chain ride build. So yeah, here we go. Go for it.
Hey guys, this is for my friend. So he's interested in this Arboros dragon build. So I'm gonna give you a quick about this deck profile.
Yep.
As you can see, this is the Arboros dragon Sephirot build. It's technically a ride chain with this as a starting Vanguard. And the way how this works, that if you ride the grade 1 or the grade 0, you look over the top 7 and you search for either grade 2 Timber or the Arboros dragon Sephirot. And then, so I'm gonna give you my lineup. As you can see, we have 4 Arboros dragon branch. As I said, if you ride this over the grade 0, you look at the top 7 to search for either for Arboros dragon Timber or Arboros dragon Sephirot.
Right. Now, like using this deck, do you feel like it's pretty consistent? Have you been getting out the ride chains pretty well? Like on percentage-wise, how often do you get it? The ride chain off? Would you say like more than 50%?
I would say over 50% because like I base it on the special Duke ride chain. It's similar to it, and that was the first, and that was the deck I went through, and then I made Sephirot. It reminded me of Duke and how much I love Duke, so I ride it. And once there's just weeds, and everyone hates veggies, I ride as well. Okay, as you can see, we have 4 branch.
All right.
And we have 4 AKs, the Corolla dragons.
That's it, right? Staple.
Okay, and we have 3 caramel popcorns and 3 perfects.
Why not 4? Why 3?
The reason why 4, because like there are many times like if you have the branch and you need to, and the way how this works, that if you ride the grade 1 of the grade 0 and you have to put a rear guard behind it, like Special Duke, there are many times like I don't want to sprout this perfect guard.
Okay, right. Yeah, it'd be a waste. Okay, that makes sense.
That's why. But that's why 3 is okay, and 4 is not okay. 4 is okay, but everyone has their own opinion. I respect for them. Okay. Okay. There we go.
Cool.
Okay. Moving on for the grade 2s, we have 4 Arboros dragon Timbers, and we have 4 Maiden of Rainbow Woods, and 4 Heyo pineapples.
Heyo pineapples. That's the one where it gains 3,000 attack, right? When
yeah, that's correct. It gains 3,000, including himself. So technically, if you have this as the rear guard, and 3 Vanguard and 2 more rear guards, it becomes 11k. Now, I'm pretty sure you're wondering. The main question is, why do people choose the Rainbow Wood over the Glass Beads, even though they have the same effect? The reason why is what? Well, look at it. It's a chick. And look at that.
Does look good. I like it way better than the other one. What's the other one? From the first print?
The first one was called Glass Beads.
Yeah, Glass Beads. Yeah. This one looks so much better.
Then set 8, they reprinted another one, the same thing, but to make it girly, you know. That's why. So everyone has different builds. Like I've seen builds with 4 Glass Beads and 4 main royal woods. But if you look at the big picture, is that that's okay. It's good to draw enough cards, but as far as defensively, you want to keep that in the middle. That's what the Heyo pineapples are for.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
So how many grade 2s was that in total? Do you run?
There's a total of 12. 12. 4 Timbers, 4 Maiden Rainbow Woods, and 4 Heyo pineapples.
Heyo pineapples. Okay.
And moving on, we have the grand finale.
Yep. The star of the show, Arboros.
We have 4 Arboros dragon Sephirot.
Nice.
As for me, like any Vanguard player, one of them is SP.
Yeah, there you go.
You can see that.
Guys.
Look at that.
Cool.
Okay. And then we have 3 Maiden of Trailing Rose. Now, I'm sure you're asking why would you run the Trailing Rose over the Musketeer Hannah?
Herman, right?
Herman, yeah.
Herman, yeah.
Yeah, Herman. The reason why because it's good to get that 12k, but the thing is that Herman is more targetable against 20k attacks. So that's why 11k's, technically that 1k difference can make a difference. And then and also like even if you don't complete the right chain with Sephirot, you still have the Maiden of Trailing Rose, which is 11k, and it's still pressure. As you can see, it's the effect. Like if it hits opponent's Vanguard, you counterblast 1, and then you
Persona Blast, right.
You look at the top 5.
And then Sephirot called 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
And that doesn't have to be an open rear. It could be, they could have cards in there. You could just ride over them.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be open. It doesn't have to be open.
So yeah, so you can get that extra attack if you need to.
Now here's the main question, Kate. This is what makes Sephirot incredibly scary. What Sephirot scary is that at Limit Break, you count at all clones gains 3,000 points. Now here's my perfect scenario. Okay, we have 1 Sephirot, 2 trailing rows, and 3 of these 3 AKs behind it. Now at Limit Break, Sephirot. All clones get 3,000 points. So this is a 14, 11. So that's a 25 column. So technically, against 10k Vanguards, you are pretty much screwed. That's why.
And even against cross rights too, because you still guard the extra 5k. Wow.
Right. So technically, Arboros Dragon Sephirot, technically it hits cross right numbers at Limit Break, during Limit Break, and that's the main reason why. Because if your opponent's attacking, let's say like your opponent is attacking, okay, and I'm at 3 damage, right? You're in the dilemma. Do you want to attack the clones or do you want to attack the Sephirot? So that puts more pressure. That's why.
A lot more pressure.
That's why, because like if you make Sephirot at Limit Break, all clones will get 3,000 points. Technically, it's 11k already, unless you're facing against Kagero. Kagero is the hardest deck I face against, but I would say this is more consistent. That's why.
Okay, cool.
So guys, if you have any questions, please subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, thank you very much for taking your time to share your deck and explaining how good an Arboros build is. Most people think that the Musketeer is a lot better, but honestly, I think Arboros is an underrated build. So yeah.
As far as this Musketeers and Sephirot, Musketeers is technically they don't have to rely on the ride chain. Sephirot is a ride chain, but if you look at the picture, you see like Musketeers. I know them. Technically, they have the ability to sprout, get their clones out, and hopefully to get triggers.
Right.
That's what I've seen. But if you look at the big picture, Musketeers is hitting for at least a maximum of 17k, or unless you have a Herman with an AK behind it for 20k.
Yeah, at the most,
Yes,
so.
at most. So that's why. But in Sephirot, even at Limit Break, even if you don't complete the right chain, by Limit Break, as long as you have the clones, then you're hitting for high numbers. It makes even the hand advantages of Soulless and Bermuda Triangles. It's diminished the hand a lot. So that's why.
Okay, cool. All right, this is Cardfight Junkie out.